So friends, good morning and welcome you back to a new semester, and we are starting with a new subject called as environmental economics. The entire chapters or the syllabus for this environmental economics is very easy. This year we have five modules to complete, five chapters to complete. They are: first chapter is nature and scope of environmental economics. The second chapter is pollution, causes and consequences. Third is the local environmental issues. Fourth is the global environmental problems. And fifth is environmentalism in India. So practically the chapter is very much core to our living. We all have been studying this for a long time. And so we begin with the first chapter without much introduction. The first chapter is the nature and scope of environmental economics. Now we can see there are 9 titles which we are going to deal with in this entire chapter. Though the chapter is around 60 pages, but the topic is very easy. You can comprehend it very easily, so there will be no difficulty in understanding the topic. Now there are two terms which we have to understand in the introduction part, that is environment and economics. So economics is generally dealing with money and the trade commerce part. So how money is dealt with, or unlimited bonds and limited resources, that is a question of economics. Environment on the other hand deals with the natural surrounding around us. Now how we are going to cope up with both of them? So economists argue that environmentalists should not ignore developments. Many of the time we know that some new projects come, economic developments come, we tell them we cannot cut the tree, the river should not be disturbed. So all those things, issues the ecologists put. So always economists and environmentalists are always fighting with each other. Environmentalists tell about the quality of life on earth, the need of preserving the ecology, whereas the economists would tell that profit is this thing, and for humanity to develop, to have economic development, we should have an economical thought. So to deal with this complex problem between economics and environment, a new branch of economics emerged, which is called as environmental economics, which involves both environment as well as economics. Now of course the central problems of an economy arise from two basic factors. They are unlimited bonds and limited resources. So our bonds are unlimited and the resources are scarce. Economics studies how to satisfy this unlimited bonds with the limited resources. So that is the economic theory. The economic analysis of environmental problems provides an understanding of the complex interrelationship of the economic system. So as we go on studying with the environmental understanding, we can understand that it's very difficult for environment and economics to go together hand in hand. So this subject becomes very much important. That is from the part of the introduction. We move to the first title, that is the meaning of environmental economics. For this we have certain definitions. The first definition is by T. Eugene in his book Environmental Economics. He defines it as that part of economics which deals with the interrelationship between environment and economic development, and studies that ways and means by which the former is not impaired nor the latter impeded. That means, according to T. Eugene, environmental economics is that subject which deals with this study. It studies both the interrelationship between environmental economics. That means it studies both environment and economics, and at the same time it tries to mend ways, means by which the former, that means environment and economics, both are not impaired and impeded. That means both are not kept aside, both go together hand in hand. For the sake of ecology, economics is not disturbed. For the sake of economic development, ecology or the environment is not disturbed. That is what is thought is. The second definition comes from Charles T. Colstad. He tells environmental economics is concerned with the impact of the economy on the environment. The impact the economy makes on environment, the significance of the environment to the economy. It's again the interrelationship, and the proper way of regulating the economic activity so that a balance is achieved. among environmental, economic and other social goals. So it's about balancing. We have to balance between the environmental economics so that we have a balanced understanding of what it actually is. Now Wikipedia defines it as environmental economics undertakes theoretical or empirical studies of the economic effects of nation or local environmental policies around the world. So that is how the particular issues include the cost and the benefits of alternative economic environmental policies to deal with air pollution, water quality, toxic substance, solid waste and global warming. So that is the definition of Wikipedia. So it is a multidisciplinary subject which has to be studied from that perspective. From the perspective that both of them understand each other, both the subjects understand each other and both the subjects go hand in hand. That is what is required. On account of the multidisciplinary nature and linkages, environmental economics cannot be confined to a normal definitional framework. It cannot be defined in spite of the fact that the subject has drawn the attention of economists for more than few decades. Still no proper comprehensive definition has been provided. The definition that we all saw now, all the three definitions, it's not comprehensive. It doesn't involve all the factors of environmental economics. It's just an attempt to explain environmental economics in terms of a definition. Now explain the relationship between environmental economy. Kohlstadt observed the polluters who emit sulfur dioxide do so because it is a byproduct of producing some good. The public wants, consumer want the goods associated by sulfur dioxide, at the same time obtain this utility from the carbon dioxide pollution. So he tells that look, pollution happens, that is against the environment. Pollution happens because some good is being created or some product is being created for the environment, for the consumer to produce, consumer to consume. The consumer wants that product and that product cannot be made without the emission of pollutants. That is a problem. That is a problem which we all need to face. On the other hand, on one hand they want the good to use, on the other hand they are also not ready to face the ecological imbalances that may happen. Thus the main cause of environmental pollution is the economy, producer behavior and the consumer desire. With economic activities, most of the environmental problems would simply be the issue of a research paper for chemists or biologists. So issues are there on both sides when we look from a definitional perspective. The second point is nature of environmental economics. So some of the important issues addressed under nature of environmental economics are: first, how can we extract our resources so that the society is better off tomorrow as of now? First question as the importance of environmental economics is how can we extract our resources? How can we use our resources so that tomorrow the society is better? Second is, does environmental sustainability imply that economic growth should be limited so that its negative environmental effects do not outweigh the positive contributions of economic growth to welfare? So does environmental sustainability imply that economic growth should be limited? So this is a question that is being asked. Do you mean to tell that you should not cut a tree? Does it mean that economic growth should not happen? So that is what the society has to answer. Now third question, to what extent should economic growth be allowed to destroy environmental assets? Now economic growth should happen, and to what extent should it be allowed to destroy? Okay, fine, you can, there are 500 trees for economic development, you can cut one tree. So how much, to what extent ecology can be disturbed? That is the question. Fourth one is what are externalities? So what are all the external factors that affect environment and economics together? How can we control the bats from production? There is something negative happening, pollution is happening, or something wrong is happening about pollution. How can we control that? What can be appropriate indicators to measure sustainability development? So in order to see that the development that is happening in the country, the economic development is sustainable, that means it lasts for many years, for generations. So there should be appropriate indicators. 7. How do macroeconomics and sectoral policies affect the environment? Macroeconomics means the economics of the entire country, the aggregate economics. Now how does that is macroeconomics, and sectoral economics, it's microeconomics. Now how do the policies affect the environment? 8. What are the various environment management principles? There are certain principles based on which there are certain management principles based on which can be applied in economics also. Which are they? What is market failure? What do you mean by market failure? How can we value environmental goods which do not have markets? Certain environmental goods may not have markets, but then they are important for the existence of the ecology. So how do we value them? What is the impact of climate change on economy? So if there is a climate change, what is impact of climate change? So the economies in the world are growing with the help of goods and services provided by nature, but without consideration of the limits set by nature. So this is what they tell about pollution. So they are growing. There is economic development happening, but on the other hand, there is a lot of pollution also happening. The pollution is something that is against or goes against the environmental policies or ecology. The reason why we face problems due to environmental pollution, resource scarcity, because of the fact that till a decade back, we have laid more importance to production. Even a decade back, even 10 years back, the focus was on production. There were no thought of conserving the environment or nature. We felt that it's naturally got, so naturally it will come up. Because of that, man started cutting down trees. Feeling that naturally forests are, they will come up. But what happened is, day by day, our forests started depleting. Our water resources started depleting. So that is what is explained in this stanza. So this end of my first video. We'll meet in the second video with the scope of environmental economics.